Hey guys, so I just got back from working a little bit. I was outdoors. It felt good to get out in the green, meet people, see people, doing my thing. Got my Woodstock shirt on. Except got my hat on. Not crazy. I'm psychic. Anyway, I did a couple shorts today. The one I announced it looks like around the con pretty soon. Elon Musk is gonna do a big old thing. He's gonna announce it president. This is what I want to say, because the vampires did show up, and I just removed it. Bye. Okay, there's vampires. Okay, I knew they would show up. Dad in 2 wars, he's like, yeah, they're dumb. They're actually going to vote for somebody. But why did Dad show up? Ooh, the insurrection was a big one. Yeah, and my dad, you have to understand, was extremely intelligent. He read books constantly. If there would have been an internet, he would have been, maybe check his email and then get off and read books. That's what he would have done. Or read a paper, be careful. He was very discerning, of fact from fiction. He was very intelligent. Like I said, when I played him in chess, I beat him one time. Even as I'm getting stronger over the years, once. Okay, so when his spirits show up, I promise you I know my dad's spirit. That's not insanity. Just like some of you out there know when your parents show up in spirit. He shows up with force, like I said, 2 wars, and go, yeah, I'm here. Let's help you through this yucky time because of Don the Con and Ron the Con. Okay, now let me just set that aside. Vampires showed up. This is for you light people because I read for you a lot, and I've been reading. I'm starting to get back steadier, and one of the things, of course, and I have the gift of foresight. So, but one of the things also is a lot of light people are struggling. They're having hard times. Like one of my members has got squatters in her house that won't leave. And I'm like, it coming, a court won't kick them out till July. Oh, we got a messed up system here. And it's one thing, homelessness is an issue, but then there's people that take advantage to get a free ride, and it's costing her. This isn't an apartment complex, guys. This is a person who donates their free time to other, all kind of causes, to help make, like food boxes and things like that. Always is trying to do something good in the community. And when we've had causes to donate, even in our group, maybe help somebody with rent or, food or the light bill or a Christmas present, she helps. Okay, and but it coming. I told her it coming. They go, it coming. And I put her in the prayer box at church this weekend, for things. She's trying to take care of her brother, and he's got, health issues. She's caring for him, and then she's getting that. Well, there's judgment for that when people take advantage of a person like that. You should take advantage of anybody, but especially when somebody is doing their best. So. And another one is, kind of couch surfing at the moment. Got bit by a black widow spider. And then another one, quit her brick in the wall job around the time I did. And she's struggling, working part-time somewhere. And she's like, how am I going to make it? I gave her some ideas. I kind of read, and I said, try this. Okay, and did a reading if she does. I'm like, give it a chance, But one thing I've been letting, the people know that I read for is if you still got a soul, you are blessed. Oh, yeah, that's what it comes down to, guys. Let's put the backward cap on for that one. If you still got a soul, you're blessed. Okay, because there are some people that are, like I said, vampires, they got no soul. And they were commenting on there, and they were trying to be stupid. You you don't have a soul, so that's why people are supporting something that or you're almost about to lose your soul. That people would be so blind to support somebody who wants to big brother them. Okay, and I know that light people, they're out there, and some people might not know they're, one of the light people, though I really say anybody can be a light worker, but you need a soul for it. You got to have a soul to be a light worker, I guess. You got to still have that light burning within. Okay, that is required. I look better with it forward. I think that's okay. I just felt like putting backward cap on. But yeah, you got to have that fire burning within. But this is a time many people are being tested, and it can feel like the darkness is winning, and fear. Okay, just like, recently a message, everything we want is on the other side of fear. Release it. And I know I even got hit with the, little fate scripture, and I'm like, I know you're going to win in the end. I get it. It's already been written. Everybody should know it. The thing is, some people can't tell the darkness from the light or refuse to acknowledge. what is light, and it's because of their own, either hatred or ignorance or whatever. Like, for instance, people who want to be like, oh, don't say gay, and they want to, buy into that, not seeing that somebody is really going to lead them to their own destruction and control them and take away their freedom, but that's why all the, the angels on the outfield, okay? We've got a lot of vets that are up in spirit, and they're not having it, okay? There is that. And it's going to be a time, where, like, people, you're going to be tested, we knew that. I mean, you've been told that you may have a hard time, you might lose your job, you might find yourself homeless, your relationship's breaking down, you might end up having to get a divorce because the other person just won't wake up. Okay, or relationship, or hopefully your kids will be okay. So pray hard. You're going to have to get in the war room and really pray hard, but you got to take certain action. And there will be times where you got to be pushed. Like, do I speak up or do I be silent? And I'm telling you, there are times to speak up. And now, of course, we want you to be safe and everything. Of course, Spirit does, but it's the time that people it's got to stand and be counted. And that many are called, few are chosen. That saying. And all that, but I know a lot of light people knew when the call came, it's either spirit or I just, or just submit to some crap. And I certainly understand. We know the story, about the one man, like he was rich and he let Jesus and the disciples in. He was very kind and stuff, but he had it good, he had a good life and he had money. And Jesus is like, can you leave all your possessions or sell your possessions and follow me? And he's like, oh man, I really, I can't do that. I got a good life here, and that's why Jesus said it's easier for, a camel to get through an eye of a needle than a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. He wasn't saying the guy was a bad guy, but he just couldn't let go of his possessions. Okay, so, if you don't have a whole lot and you're like, oh, I grabbed that ham spirit and everything, I saved my soul and I'm, and everything, and that's it. Okay, you got it. You're going to make it. Yes, I'm going to follow Spirit. Yes, I'll dump it all. Oh, I'll dump that job. It's about to take me down. Or whatever. Or that relationship I held on to for 20 years, but he's done. And I did everything I could, but he's going to drag me down. I drop it. There is definitely going to be a call to be drop everything, save your soul and get with Spirit. Okay, and stuff. And I know that sometimes it's hard to do and stuff. Hopefully it doesn't have to be your kids. I mean, we want to fight for kids. That's one thing Spirit understands and stuff. But I'm talking about like grown kids, guys. We always are kids, but we got to stand up and not be afraid. Not be afraid to, like I said, if that job is eating your soul, don't be afraid to stand up and say, I'm done. And throw caution to the wind, because I tell you, Spirit will keep you, okay? And, you will get by and stuff. They will, I want you to remember the story, Neil Donald Walsh, who wrote Conversations with God. There was a period when he was homeless and he was struggling on the street. If you ever look up, there is a movie about him. I think if you do a search, I'm pretty sure it's under the same name, but... he was, completely homeless, broke as a joke, being humiliated, all that crap. But, somehow at one point it hit him. Here came the Conversations with God. He started writing. And now he's got a whole bunch of books and he's doing just fine. Okay, so Spirit can raise up who they want and stuff. They have a way of doing it. And other people can challenge, oh, was it God? Oh, please. He worked a miracle with the homeless man. Okay, of course. And when I follow him on Facebook, very, very gentle soul. Okay, and he definitely made it during the shift, I'll tell you that. Okay, he's a very gentle soul, and you read his stuff, and it is very good. And there are people that go in there and try to challenge him and mess with him and stuff. But it's, they're, to be honest, they're probably just jealous because he's, it could be, you could say even the American story, but really the Spirit story. What Jesus can do for someone and raise them up. But he is very non-judgmental. Okay, he just it was just his own conversations with God, and he just wrote them down. And you know what? It's not unusual for people to have a conversation with God. Just like people, they want to lock you up because of a conversation with God. Well, he's got a whole series of it, and he got out of homelessness, and now he's living pretty good. Okay, he's doing very well. I mean, there were some people that didn't want to publish him, or maybe didn't want to give him much, and then boom, he just took off. Okay, he knew, they were like, oh, this is, people read, oh, this is powerful. And he got published, and he's doing very well for himself. So Spirit can raise up whoever they want. Okay, so we definitely want to be, in alignment with Spirit, and Spirit's trying to speak to everybody. And there's just some common sense, golden rule, guys, do not judge. Those are so obvious. That is in there. And of course, yes, love your enemies. I know Ron the Con, he's going to run, but I know he's doing some things that could hurt people. Okay, so as I say that, but I know the light people, there are those, they are struggling, or maybe they're under attack, or even spiritual warfare. I had another person come to me, my sister is under spiritual warfare. She's one of the people I go to church with, and I'm like, I'm on it. I'm going to help. Okay, there is Pink Floyd released Us and Them. There is spiritual warfare. I've experienced it. I know, self want to take me down. No, let me, have to go through stuff. Okay, so I get it. And that's why, vampires, people comment. I know they're going to surface and stuff, and they may come after you. There was one of my friends on the friends list. One day she just did a post, and some guy tried to compare her to, the H word. I'm going to say it was just a basic light post. In which you, in debate, you automatically lose the argument when you align anybody with that. That's just the way it is. That's a debate rule, okay? And so anyway, and I told her, I said, it's time to clean up your friends list. Okay, certain people, they've made up their mind. They're not going to change. It's time to clean it up. And I did comment to him. I said, my dad was in 2 wars. To try to sit there and use that name against this lady who was trying to do things, enlighten people. I'm like, that's disgusting, and everything, to do that, because he knows she's not supporting, these clowns. That's what it is. He supports the clowns, and she does not. And she's there trying to enlighten the Christians to see the light. And she's trying to do it in a very nice and classy way while they be disgusting. And then even to compare her to that is darkness. And I'm like, it's time to take him off. It's time. I've seen it. I've seen enough. I've seen enough of these dumb commenters. You're trying to enlighten. It ain't working. Okay? They've made up their mind, and they're just going to be disgusting. Clean it up. Okay? There are those at this stage in the game. Okay? He built a wall. Okay? There it is. And we just need to, go on your other side of the wall. Okay? Because there are some that they're too far gone, or they're vampires now. They have no soul. And I'm sure Spirit wants to get every sheep. But for those that are just, it's just like, they've hardened their heart or whatever, and they don't want to come back, and they refuse to see the light at this point, okay, and they want to follow, the darkness. Don't waste time. They will drag you to hell, okay? Don't waste time. I try to save. Nope. It's time. Drop them. We have to do that. I had to do certain things like that. There was a whole cleanse down in my group as far as I'm concerned. Oh, here comes Isis. She done. Okay, and then even having to drop certain people, I had to do that. Okay, done. Except vampires are going to be vampires. Okay, that's the way it is. Okay, but the light wins in the end. That's just the way it is. Okay, now let me say it again for those in the back. There is darkness and there is light. Darkness is void of power. Light has the power. For darkness who have power, it must rob the light of its power. So what can light do so darkness does not win? Must stand in their own power and stop giving it to the darkness. Stop letting them rob, okay? So you're going to have to pull back your power, your light, your power. There are people around you that will try to rob you of your light and maybe even use it against you in various ways and all that stuff and suck your soul, okay? And everything. So stand up, stand in your power, stop giving it away. When you stand in power, say, I'm not going to give away my power anymore. Darkness, goodbye. Okay, the light, that's why the light is going to win. Because darkness is void of light and power. It must rob the light to have it. And that is why, and it comes in strong, and it tries to be scary, and it's disgusting, and all that, and stuff. And I know sometimes, it may take a body, but it can't take a soul. Okay, it can't take a soul. That's one thing it cannot do unless you darken your own self. Okay, so we want to be very careful and try to stay in the light. And I do point out certain things so people will see, okay, the light, hopefully. But there are those that no matter what, I could word of God it, okay, and they will still refuse to see the truth, even with the word of God, which is supposed to be the truth. I word of God, so Christians will maybe read it and go, oh, that's word of God. Well, that's Archangel Michael. Okay, he's up there. He's Word of God. That's what the sword represents. But I also have Raphael, the healer. Okay, you got to have him too. Okay, that which, the angel, that, to get the healing, so they're together. Okay, they were a gift from an angel, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, but, those, they can sit there and act like, oh, I'm Christian, and they're not. They're being darkness. Okay, when you're acting like a vampire, when you're attacking people, for either, their color, or their sexual preference, or their gender, whatever it is, that's darkness. Okay, especially when they never did nothing to you. Okay, so as you light people, I'm just going to keep it kind of short because I got some things I got to tend to. As you're dealing with this, you got to drop anybody who's trying to drag you to hell. Okay, stop trying to save those that don't want to be saved. And sometimes they could fool you and say, oh, I'm willing to listen, but they really aren't. They're trying to drag you. Okay, it's time to drop them. If they're making crappy comments on your Facebook when you're trying to speak, something light, like about the golden rule, for example, drop them, because many people have just made up their mind, and all they're going to do is be vampires and mock you. They're not your friends. Okay, they're not your friends, and it's not your job anymore. I know, spreading the word and trying to convert, see the light. I mean, we do want people to see the light, but we also got to know, that certain people are just going to be vampires. That's why I can make a video. Okay, here comes a bunch of vampires. Shoop, and just wipe them out. Okay, that's fine. Be vampires, and that's what they're going to be. But they will have their, awakening moment, and they will see inevitably what's what. When really I'm just a person, in the end, but, when the spirit shows up, they will know. Okay, so I just, I of course want to do my best, just try to, obey that spirit, that light and everything, and just golden rule, love enemies, but I will point out certain things that could be harmful to people, to Americans and really to the world and stuff like that. Kids is a passion of mine. Okay, kids is a passion of mine. So anyway, but, and I know sometimes I swear and I get rough and stuff like that, but I really do care about people that are trying to make it. But the light people are being tested. So, but that's why I want to say one of the big messages, do you still have a soul? You still have a soul, then you're lucky. You're ahead of the game. Even if maybe you lost your job. Maybe your relationship broke up with you, and stuff. But, and let's pull from a nice angel love deck. But do you still have your soul? That's major. That's major, because that's the one thing. This whole thing is to get out of all this mess with your soul. Okay, and as I say that, don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay, what do you really need? Be willing to accept support. So spirit has also, if you're struggling, like say with whatever, maybe, homelessness or mental health or whatever it may be, don't be ashamed to ask for help. There are organizations, there are even church organizations, they don't care what religion you are, whether you're a believer or not, they're there to help you. Okay, there are those that are there to help you. You are limitless. You got light, you got power. You can do anything you choose. Okay, if you've got a soul, you got light, and you can do anything. You really can deep down. Just step in your power, but make sure you rest and relax. Okay, if the news is getting to you, stop watching it. I see, that's why I don't like to watch The Captor. I don't want to even look at it. I really don't even want to look around the con. But of course I say, and of course we knew he was going to announce president, but I just want to throw a couple shorts out there. Hey guys, you really want brick in the wall? But have faith. That's the big, massive one. I know, faith over fear. You've seen it a million times, guys. Okay, I know, the man want to make you fear, fear, fear. The darkness and even the vampires, fear, fear, fear. Okay, have faith over fear. That's powerful. Oh, you little faith. When he hit me with that, with certain numbers, and I went, you got me. Oh, yeah, maybe I am struggling in that department. Okay, I'm going to have faith. Okay, I'm willing to throw it all, all the chips in on the spirit. Here I am. I push all my chips in, and I bet on spirit. Period. Okay, that's the only way to win. Love endures. That is a big thing. Even the Wonder Woman, I still believe in love. Love is the only thing that'll save the world. That's right. Love does not give up or lose faith. Stay strong, guys. Love is helpful and withstands every situation. It is not loving to say things like, don't say gay. I'm sorry. It is not loving, okay? Or, put teachers down and all that stuff. It's not loving vampires to come out and be assaulted, okay? The willing that, and see, the thing is, attacking images of God. Talk about that in the video. I break it down. Oh, no, here we come, especially if you're attacking characteristics or things like that. Woo, of, appearance and all that. When you come on the attack, especially when I got the light, oh, they're vampires, okay? Spend quality time together with those that are loving and spirit. Spend quality time, especially with your kids. Get them off. You know how I feel about TikTok, but get them off and go spend some quality time. Go take a little vacation. Get away for the weekend. Go out and play. Oh man, it was a nice day today. It was warm. I had to put on the air conditioner and everything, but I was running around all over the place and stuff, and it was good. And what is the heart of the matter there? Okay, there is more going on than meets the eye. Oh yes, and I don't even claim to know it all, but I know that it's here. Okay, and and just I want you to focus on one thing: your soul. Do not lose your soul. Okay, that's the big one. Stand firm in that. I'm not going to lose myself. No matter what, nothing is worth compromising. No amount of money, no job, no, even your relationship. I love him so much, but is he taking your soul? Okay, is he robbing you of your soul? Does he not care about your spirit? Okay, take a chance on love, but the good love, the spirit love, okay? When we love, our lives will change forever. Just think love and light. Okay, what is that? What is love and light? And stuff. And then act as if your partner is here. If you've been looking for love, just be happy like you already got your partner. Because there's somewhere inside, there is a teacher in you both, whether you're male or female, you got that, or whatever, sexuality, it's all in there. Be supportive of others. That's really a big thing. I told you guys, charity is massive. It really goes a long way. Okay, and I know it's, oh man, I'm struggling. I've got $1 in my account. I know I'm struggling too. But you know what? I was not getting a brick in the wall. Okay, I could have been fine just, doing a job and everything and been cushy. But, I could have even me, a spiritual person, could have slowly got my soul sucked. Spirit was like, take my hand, let's go. And stuff. And I can't ignore that. Training with someone 18 years, but I've all my life, been very, focused and faith and doing my best. Oh, I'm not ignoring that call. But I hear it. I'm up. Okay, no. Express love through gifts. Yes, charity. Except that's going to help, just give what you can. Other people are in dire need of help right now. Charity is massive. Even Starbucks, boop, give them $1. Okay, when you go to the grocery store, will you donate? Give them $1. Spirit is watching, guys. But also, it just shows, let me give. It'll all somewhere come back to you, I promise. Even though it says give without expectation, yes, there is that. But I promise you, it will not go unnoticed. So even just, round up your, even that. Okay, it's going to go a long way. Spirit notices. Focus on love. See, this is a love deck. I'm going to focus on love. And even with that, watch loving movies, read loving things. Except let some of us light warriors deal with the captor stuff. But even that, I want to, I threw a couple shorts up there, but I do want to get you guys some messages to be able to cope with this time. Of course, it's coming. As a matter of fact, what I do want to sit down inevitably with a notebook and plan a Patreon, but I want it to be very positive focused so people can make it through this trying time. It's not easy. Relationship patterns, be careful, but it takes strength to recognize the need for change. Yes, it does. Let me show you the art. This is Josephine Wall. She's been around for years, one of my favorites. She's beautiful. Okay, I love her art. I've always loved Josephine Wall. She is just blessed. Back to what you love. Okay, like I said, I'm telling you guys, get with your childhood. Remember your spirit. Okay, listen to the music. Watch some Disney movies. Get the channel if you don't have it. Like, I even got rid of, be honest, and they were nice. They gave me a refund at first. They didn't want to, but I said, hey. But Sling, I just got rid of it. I never watch it. And I told them, you'll go and give me a refund. Okay, they try to say, oh, no, wait, no, you're going to get me a refund? You give me a supervisor, and I'm not trying to be rude, but it did just build me. You're going to give me a refund. Okay, and then I got rid of Discovery Plus because it's a lot of gossip. I got rid of those. I'm going to renew my Gaia channel because that was pretty good. I just took it off because I wasn't watching it for a little bit, but I'm going to renew it. And, I got PureFlix too, guys. I like the PureFlix movies. See, I got that. I do the annual on those guys. Okay, there's good stuff on there too. But, and then, kind of got some things, but I rearranged even some of that crap and stuff. I don't, I really want to watch uplifting things. Okay, this is a time, we do want to deal with reality, but some people think, I got to watch the news. Now, if you really care about something, some social justice, I would look at a paper maybe, Be careful, okay? Because things are going to try to manipulate and get all weird. I know it is, okay? Onyx, where's Onyx? He's doing his best. Just be careful, okay? But during this time, but still focus. I got to focus on light things. If you're just like, oh, I'm not really into Jesus. Jesus, like, don't worry. When you're ready, that's fine. Then focus on whoever you do. If it's a certain deity, that's fine. He won't get offended. He really won't. Okay, as long as you're focusing on something spiritual, and everything is fine. Just like if you just like to say spirit, like very often I like to just say spirit. So people, I'm not sitting there and, certain labeling, but there are certain times Jesus like, well, I'm going to say Jesus. Okay, but I also want to show a Jesus that, at least in my understanding, accepts all, loves all, golden rule, there is no judgment, period. Okay, that's my understanding. Okay, and do I believe I'm right? Well, obviously, yes. No judgment. He says that, don't judge. Now, I know he says the way, the truth, life, no one gets the Father but me, and all that stuff, but you know what? There's a reason for everything, and there is a whole lot of tests. Okay, let's pass those tests, guys. You'd be surprised what saves you. I mean, some of the insight that I'm channeling, that save because this is, some acts that you think wouldn't save you, save you. And people, they always got to be a sinner. You'd be surprised what saves you. Okay, some kind of little insights like saving an animal, saving a baby bird. Okay, could it even be not stepping on a bug? Okay, certain things. There is a man, I just saw, it was very sad. A man was trying to help some ducks cross the street. I don't know if some of you guys saw the YouTube. He got hit by a car and died. I bet you he's saved because he risked his life to save some ducks to help him get across the street and died. And he's like, oh yeah, he's saved. He risked his life and he died while trying to save ducks, crossing the street with a bunch of cars. Saved. And it doesn't matter, sinner, prayer or not, spirit is like saved. He gave his life to save lives of ducks. He obviously saw value. Let me get out, risk my life in traffic to help them. He died doing that. Saved. Okay? Look, search YouTube. I saw it. I will look for it and put it in community. I was like, that is incredibly sad, but that saved his soul. Okay, you'd be surprised what will save you. Oh, he didn't do the sin. Oh, he saved ducks and he risked his life to do it. He took the time. That saves you more than going, please forgive me and save me. That saves you. Okay, so as I say that, you'd be surprised what saves you. Okay, as that. So we also, as we look at that, do not judge. I look better. I know. I just want to backward cap that though. Please understand that. That saved him though. Okay, he saved ducks, risked his life. He's like, I risked my life for you. I died for you. He died for ducks. That shows he saw value in life. Okay, so as I said, and some people don't value even their own children. That they throw them out, or well, you're gay, and throw them out in the street and don't care. Okay, how do you feel? And then they said, gay, and try to be Christian. How do you think Jesus feels about them? That man risked his life to save ducks. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, let's look at that. Okay, but you'll throw your kids out because they're gay or trans or non-binary. Oh yeah, and they're on the street having to sell their bodies to survive. But you're so Christian, huh? No, Sodom and Gomorrah. The angels are coming to that house. Okay, no, that's really what it's about. Coming to that house, you talk to that parent, not the child. So anyway, as I say that, if you are watching, I know, that this is a tough time. Clean up your friends list, and so just like I told one lady, it's time to take that out. That's ridiculous. You're trying to do good things. You're trying to you're saying the right things, but some people don't want to hear it. They just want to be disgusting. Get rid of them. Okay, they made up their mind. There is no changing their mind. Get rid of them. Okay, done. And spirit will deal with them. It's not your job anymore. Okay, people have made up their mind. I know how hard it is to beat the red hat out of someone. Okay, I know how hard it is. Okay, and there are those that just made up their mind. And they don't want to renounce it. It doesn't matter. You could word of God it. You could go on fire like T.D. Jakes and be preaching to them. They won't do it. Okay, it doesn't matter. They could word of God it so well. Okay, and they could have everything falling apart, their health, everything, spirit trying to knock some sense into them and everything. And, they're all going down health-wise, this, that, and everything because they're trying, and stuff. And they're still hold on to that damn hat. Okay, You know, oh, you don't see what Spirit's trying to, and everything in another way. Try to wake them up. No, no, no. You don't lose your friends, your family, all this. You're all, no, but you're just so stubborn. Hold on to that damn hat. Yeah, but you lost everybody. Now you got a dumbass hat. That's all you got. Everybody dumped you. You know, that's the way some people are going to be. They're going to be left with nothing but a hat. Okay? Nothing. Okay? But if you got a soul, you're winning. Even if you've only got $5 in your account, even if you got no place to live, if you're watching this and sitting in a shelter, do you have a soul? You know, do you have faith? And I know the faith Spirit understands the shake, but they're like, you got your soul. Okay, and just give Spirit a minute, because just like Neil Donald Walsh, just give me a minute to raise you up. I'm just give me a minute. You know, Spirit can sometimes be a hard teacher, just like Isis is a hard teacher. You know, just like my one lady who has been trying to have a baby for 7 years. You know, Spirit can be a hard teacher, but oh boy, when that baby is put in arms, and I know the baby will be, okay, oh God, oh, I appreciate, oh my God, that's the point, yeah, understand the sacred. Some of you throw your kids out like, oh God, because they're gay, she'll do anything. I bet she'd be happy with a gay baby. Okay, yeah, the sacred. Okay, some of you forgot what happened when the baby was first put in your arms. That feeling of bliss, that of unconditional love. Spirit wants you to remember that feeling again. But if you got a soul, okay, if you still got a soul, you're ahead of the game, because there are those that lost their soul. Insurrection Day, definitely. Okay, and then there's people in Congress who are ready to take those soulless people, and there are people, oh, done. But there's a light. The light wins in the end. It's in pretty much every book. It's not just the Bible. It's the Kali Yuga. The light will win. Oh yeah, there's that. Kali Yuga. Yeah, very connected. All right. And probably in the hieroglyphs somewhere in Egypt, there's something written too. I bet you. No, but I don't claim to know how to read it. You know, I'm not going to go that far. But maybe somebody who is an expert does. Okay. You know, Spirit won't flood the earth again. There is a promise. That's what the rainbow is for. There is a promise. There is a covenant. Okay? There's still a rainbow. There's an all-seeing eye. Therefore, the rainbow is real. Now, as I say that, if you have a soul, do everything you can to hold on to it. It is precious. Okay? And stuff. And when you see the vampire surface, and they're going to do it to the Little Mermaid. I promise you. Okay? Because the same day Dracula was released in 1897, that movie. Okay? Just, give her a lot of love, because that's an angel. Better watch my video. All right, you guys, you got a soul, hold on to it. Drop whatever you have to. Anything that's trying to drag you or pull you away from that soul, got to drop it. Job, relationship, whatever, friends. It could be your best friend, and they're just not gone. No, sorry, I got to say goodbye. Yeah, better hit that block button. Let's be done with it, okay? Hold on to your soul, okay? Listen to music, listen to Floyd, us and them. Have a good one.